Hello, welcome back to my Let's Play Thaumcraft 2015 series. Between the last episode and this one, I have moved away from the village. The village is over there in the distance, and I built a little house over here. It's, pretty simple, but it's a starter house, so that's okay. I've moved everything from the village I thought was of worth. I might go back and steal some of their bricks from that railcraft house, but don't need it right now, so I took everything that was useful. So it's a pretty simple house. Some nice chisel for the floor and the ceiling that I like. That gives you some nice visual options more than cobblestone. And I made the walls out of sandstone, so it's pretty simple. I have a staging chest over here that I keep my equipment in if I'm not working on it. Like right now, I'm about to do a project, so I'll just put everything in there for now while I'm working on the project. And I'll hang on to my thermometer because we're going to do a little bit of Thaumcraft stuff. Not too much. We're still very early in the Thaumcraft progression, unfortunately, but we'll get to showing you something you can actually do with Thaumcraft rather than just the prep work for Thaumcraft at some point, I promise. So, I want to store my experience. I've got 35 levels right now, and I want to keep that somewhere so that if I die, I don't lose it. I've only died 4 or 5 times so far, so, doing pretty good, but I'd like to store the experience for later use. So, something we can do for that is from open blocks. It's called an XP drain, and I'm not sure if it'll work with any kind of tank, but I'm going to make the open blocks tanks because I know it'll work with them, and then we'll probably end up making some thermal expansion portable tanks when I run out of that, and then eventually we'll get a railcraft big giant tank, but I'm not there yet. The first thing to do is to build the XP drain and the open blocks tank. Now, the open blocks tanks require obsidian. I do not have any diamonds, and I have no way to make a diamond pickaxe, so I can't mine obsidian right now. There are some tinker's methods for doing that, but I don't have a smeltery right now either, so that's also off the table. So what we're going to do instead is make a machine from thermal expansion called an igneous extruder. An igneous extruder can create cobblestone, smooth stone, and obsidian using lava and water, and it requires no power. So all we need is some lava and the machine itself. We can get some obsidian and use those for our tanks. So I've made a little project chest over here, and I'll turn NEI back on, turn that off earlier to look at some things. You can press O to turn off NEI if it's blocking your view of things, if you didn't know that. So the first thing we're going to need is that igneous extruder. So how do we make one of those? We need a machine frame, a piston, some glass, some copper gears, and a pneumatic servo. And I got out my thermometer because I want to scan everything that goes in. Now, if you've been trying to scan things, you probably noticed that you can't scan a lot in the very beginning because you don't know all the aspects. So something else I did between the last episode and this one was go through and get all the aspects. I'll go grab the Thermonomicon, and you can see that I know pretty much all the aspects now. And there is an order in which you can scan things or do research in the table by combining aspects that will lead to a pretty good path to getting every aspect so you can do research and you can scan everything in the game. And there's a thread post that clued me in on a good order to do them in. I had to research a few more things in the table than they did because I didn't have a few items, but I've been mining and been fighting, so I had the majority of things that I needed. And so very few things you can do that I need the research table to actually get. But if you do, you can go look up, the component aspects and go put them together in the table when you need them. That's what I had to do with Gellum, Sano, Limus, Vitium, and Aurum. But, your mileage may vary there. So let's go back to our project chest, and I need to make some copper gears. So copper gears, and we're going to use the thermal expansion recipe, are just copper surrounding a piece of iron. And you know what? I haven't scanned any of this stuff yet, actually. I've scanned iron, but I don't think I've scanned copper. Now, if you're at a crafting table near a chest, it kind of messes up the shift thing sometimes. Like, it doesn't show them over here. If I hold shift down, I don't see anything on the iron. I hold it over here, I do see that iron has been scanned. It's got Terra and Perdicio in here. So I know that I've scanned iron. It doesn't show up over here or over here, unfortunately. So I don't like that so well, but it is what it is. But I'll throw some copper on the ground, scan the copper before I go build some stuff, and that is something you want to do a lot. Whenever you're making something, get your thermometer out, scan every component and every crafted piece. There we go. I've scanned iron, I've scanned copper. I can make the 2 copper gears. Throw that on the ground. We'll scan the copper gears. You can scan nearly everything in the game. Almost every vanilla block, every mod block, every mob. Yes, chickens, zombies, skeletons, endermen, etc., etc. Alright, let's keep going. What else do we need? Needed some glass. We need a piston. A piston is, let's see here. I don't think shift click works in a table like this. Let's find out. No, it doesn't. So we can't use that. We can use the question, just the click, and put the planks in there, the cobblestone, iron, and redstone. There we go. Get me a piston. And speaking of things I haven't scanned, that would include, I think I have scanned cobblestone. That's weird that it's not showing up over there. Looks like it's very flaky. Yeah, I've scanned cobblestone, but I haven't scanned planks. I haven't scanned pistons. I haven't scanned redstone. I've scanned glass, I know, so. Alright, there we go. So, I just want to make sure I scan everything in the game. Got my piston. Alright, so we also need glass, a machine frame, a pneumatic servo. So, pneumatic servo is pretty simple. Oop, didn't mean that. Iron, glass, and redstone. Yep, got to scan the pneumatic servo too. Alright, and finally a machine frame. And there are several tiers of machine frames, but we'll just make a basic machine frame. And that is a tin gear with iron and glass. So we've got iron and glass. A tin gear, it's the same pattern. It's 4 pieces of tin around 1 piece of iron. And that will get us a thermal expansion tin gear. And I don't think I've scanned tin either. Yeah. I haven't gone through my chest and scanned everything, but you know, once you get into scanning, you're probably going to want to do stuff like that. Go through every chest and see what you've scanned. So cobblestone I have, gravel I haven't, carrots, yes. I don't think very many things from Tinker's Construct are scannable, but you know what? Just try it out. I know there are a few things that are, so Industrial Craft is also like that. Most items are not scannable, but I think there are a few that are. Alright, so there is the stuff I needed for the machine frame. So, tin gear, iron, and glass will get me a basic machine frame. Can scan that. And now I should be able to make the igneous extruder. There we go. Put it on the ground and scan that. Perfect. So, like I said, this thing requires no power. If you've used thermal expansion before, it's pretty simple to get started with it. It's got lots of configurations. So we need some water for it. It combines water and lava to do its job. You can use this for an infinite cobblestone generator. It will not use up any water or lava when making cobblestone. I believe it will also not use anything up. It won't use up lava, but will use up water to making smooth stone. And it uses up 1 bucket of lava and 1 bucket of water to make obsidian. So we don't have any lava. I've got to go find some of that, but we also need a way to carry the lava. So the other thing we're going to make is also from thermal expansion, and it's a portable tank. So I'll go to NEI. I think I remember the recipe, but I'll just make sure. The portable tank is glass surrounded by copper. It's a very easy recipe. I think this can store either 8 or 16 buckets, so it's not a very big tank. I'll shift click, yeah, 8 buckets, and I'll scan that. But that's more than enough for our purposes right now. It's, still a very early game. Alright, so I want to take my portable tank and go find some lava. Oh, you know what else we need? We're going to need a crescent hammer. The wrench so we can put down and take up our tank. So I need tin and iron. I actually forgot about the crescent wrench, or the crescent hammer. Alright, there we go. So if I put down the portable tank, shift right click with the crescent hammer, it picks it up. Now you saw it kind of jumped there, so be careful if you're taking this by lava, because if it goes in the lava, it's gone, obviously. Alright, I have to go find a source of lava. I don't know where any is right now. I may just dig down until I find some. We'll see. I'll be back in a flash, and we'll get the lava, show you how the igneous extruder works, and then we'll make that XP drain. In fact, how much iron do I have? I can make that right now. I've got 9 pieces of iron. It should be just iron bars like that. Yeah, there we go. So I don't want to forget to scan the iron bar, and there's the XP drain. So iron bars I'll scan. XP drain I'll scan. Alright, perfect. So now all we need is a tank to put it in. I suppose it's the perfect opportunity to see if it works with other items. Let me grab that, and we'll just test it out right here. See if it works. I don't think that it does, but let's find out. I was wrong, it does. I can definitely use this tank from here. But, alright, it's full already. That's okay, though. I'm going to still make the items I was going to work on before. I'm going to go get the obsidian I'll need to work on that. And, nobody get that out of there either. So that's another reason to make the tanks from open blocks. You can get the experience back. I don't have any way to get the experience back out of that tank at this time. So gonna have to make me another portable tank for the time being. But still, it was nice to know that it does work like that. And I'll need more portable tanks anyway. Alright, like I said, gonna go find some lava. I'll be back when I've done that. Alright, I'm back. It was kind of hard to find lava. I wasn't able to find a big open lava pit. It's weird. It's like it knew I was looking for lava, so it wasn't going to give me any. But I found a few little water lava falls. I got 5 buckets from that and put it in the tank. So if you get the tank, get a bucket of lava, you can put it in, take it out, put it in. It's pretty easy. And then shift, right-click, crescent hammer. It stays in there. Portable tank is fine for keeping lava in. We don't have to scoop that right into the igneous extruder though, because we can use the controls to make this an input. Right click on the igneous extruder, change this side in the configuration tab to blue for input, and then we shift right click the tank onto it, right click but not shift right click, and it will empty it into the igneous extruder. There we go, there's lava and there's water. It's in obsidian mode, but it's currently on redstone control of high, meaning it's not going to work without a redstone signal. I'm just going to let it build all the obsidian, change to ignored, and there it goes, taking lava and water, and there we go, obsidian. Now it would help us if we had a chest to put that in. Didn't think about that, so let's go make a chest. Where's my project table? Alright. Get me a chest, and I'll put it over here. And we can output this stuff to the right. Sorry, that's the back. Can output to the right. So if we had any more stuff in there, it would go in here now. But we don't, so. Oh, you know what? I'm out of water. Didn't have enough water to do the last one. I thought I had 5 buckets, not 4. Alright, so put that in there. You can see it's going. And it should output right to the chest at the right now. And it does. Perfect. Alright, we needed 4 pieces of obsidian and some glass panes. I've already scanned obsidian, so I'm going to click on that. The open blocks tank is very hard to see because it's almost transparent here. Alright, and the obsidian. There we go. 2 open blocks tanks. So, I'm just going to cut a hole in the floor. Where's my... There we go, stone pickaxe. For now, I'm just going to put them right there. I'm going to put the XP drain on the top. And whenever I come inside, I can stand on the XP drain. And there we go. It drains all my XP into this tank. When they're full, it won't drain anymore. So I'll either need to make more of these tanks or find something else to put them in, which is what I will end up doing. I'll put them in something else. So this is almost full here, but let's see here. It's got 16 buckets can fit in these tanks, so there's almost 4 buckets in each side, so we can almost empty that other one, but not quite, not with the XP we have. So we're going to have to leave that portable tank, as is. We'll need to upgrade it even, so maybe we'll do that sooner than later. I'd like to make a railcraft tank eventually, but I'm not ready to do that just yet. But there we go, a nice safe place to store my XP, so in case I die, I won't lose all my progress there. And the reason to make open blocks tanks is if we right click on them, I can take my XP back 1 level at a time. So, very handy way to put XP and get it back. Alright, let me check time, see how we're doing on that, and then I think, yeah, I'll be right back after I check the time. Alright, so we're about at the 20-minute mark right now, so I'll show you one more thing real quick and we'll wrap up for this episode. So, this portable tank is pretty small, only holds 8 buckets, half as much as either of these tanks. But thermal expansion has a tiered progression system. We can upgrade it pretty easily. We need iron and ferrous metal, and if you have it ground up, you can put it into a crafting table like this, and you end up with Invar blend. Invar blend cooks up to make Invar, and we can use that to upgrade the tanks. So I'm going to cook up this. We need 4 pieces of this surrounding that portable tank will get us a hardened tank. And that should hold either 32 or 64 buckets. I can't remember right off. Let's see if NEI will tell me. A hardened portable tank, yeah, 32 buckets. So let me get the Invar for this. We'll make that tank, and that'll be pretty much it for this episode. So probably have to find another way to dump experience. It's got to go somewhere else for now. I'm either going to need to find more, lava and build some more open blocks tanks, or figure out something else, because it's not quite ready as it stands. We've got most of our tanks used up. And as you can see, if we didn't lose liquid that was there already, it's still got the 8 buckets of liquid XP. So that's still fine like it is. Alright, next time I think we're going to get into some more Thaumcraft stuff. I want to do this thing over here, the deconstruction table, and so I'll show you how to do that and see why that's useful. and I'll see you next time.